Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Elise here of Plan with Elise, and I am filming this clip of the video after I finish the video because I make a mistake in this video. I double date, I use the wrong dates. I promise it gets fixed by the end of the video. I know that you are all so helpful in the comments when you tell me. However, sometimes you tell me mid-video and it is fixed by the end of the video. So I just wanted to throw out that disclaimer here before we get started, but now we can start. Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Elise here of Plan with Elise, and today we are in my Happy Planner Dot Grid bullet journal. We are setting up this journal for the week of September 9th. So I have it open and ready. This journal right now is empty because I'm filming this in August, getting a little bit ahead on videos, but I had some time this morning and I was like, okay, let's get my journal set up so that by the time that week comes around, my journal is ready to go. I have a few different sticker books. I have 4 different sticker books with me. And I thought that we would just kind of have some fun doing some lighter spreads here. So I really love Neutral Boxes and Florals by Kelly Plan. I feel like it's one of those sticker books that just you can pull out and create a really pretty spread really easily. These like classic Plan sticker books that are just florals and boxes are some of my favorites because, you know, they were created to be able to make an easy spread. They're perfect for people who are either really busy or don't want to spend too much time decorating but still want to open their planner or journal to something really beautiful. And it's a little bit off there. And I think that this is like the perfect sticker book for a softer color scheme. So if you are new to my journaling videos, I kind of have a rule of thumb when it comes to decorating this, and that is I decorate about 1/3 of it, and then I give myself 2/3 to write, which feels like enough for me. Where do we put this here? I think maybe we put this here. That feels like enough for me. I don't need too much space. So we have these florals. This is still a lot of space. So we're going to do a couple of things. First, we want to date, of course, the pages. So we're going to go a little bit bigger with the letters here. Let's do Monday. And I'm going to write out the letters instead of use stickers here. Monday. Sometimes I don't speak when I'm doing this because I want to make sure that I'm spelling things right, but we can do Tuesday. I like this kind of block style lettering. I could also bring in a marker or highlighter to add a little accent color. I'd have to find the right one for this though. Let's see, Tuesday. Okay, I need kind of a green. I'm actually like fighting with greens lately. I had a problem recently trying to find the right green. So I have this Zig dot marker that has this kind of like light tan brown in here. And I think that this would be pretty. And we're just gonna add that color to these. It just kind of does a little something. So this morning I am intentionally having a little bit of a quieter morning. Yesterday was Happy Planner's fall launch and I had a Patreon Zoom. So it was fall launch. I filmed 5 YouTube videos in the day between before work and my lunch break and after work. And then I had a Patreon Zoom at night. So it was quite the long day. And normally I wake up at about 7 and what did I say? The 9th, and start filming between like 7 and 9 before my workday starts. And last night I was like, we are just going to try to set my alarm for 8 and hope that I can sleep until 8. I'm not great at sleeping in, and to me 8 o'clock is sleeping in. So, but I woke up at 7:56. I really My body knew that I needed a little bit of rest, and I was grateful for it. So I have Rainbow Quotes Volume 2 here by Kel of Plan, and I like the sticker book. I think that the quotes have a really good variety of sizes, especially for my journal where sometimes I just want to fill up a little bit of extra space. So I love this quote for a Monday. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Whoops. And then over here, maybe we'll do something a little bit wider, like do all the things, love all the people. Just like that. Whoops. It's okay. It's my journal. We get rid of the need for perfection in my journal. So Monday and Tuesday are set. This is my space to journal. That feels good. Now, part of me taking it easier today is a result. The next sticker book I have is Live, Love, Posh, Fruits and Florals. Part of me taking it easier today is a result of how much I've done the last few days. And I'm the kind of person that, in theory, I love the idea of balancing, that every day I do just a little bit and I don't completely overwhelm myself like I did yesterday. However, I was in like a good headspace yesterday. I really felt like I had the energy to do everything I needed to do, or I wanted to do. It all needed to be done at some point. It just didn't have to be done yesterday, but I really felt like my energy level was good. My only concern throughout the day was if I was pushing myself too hard and it would trigger a migraine today, which does often happen, which is definitely part of why I decided to sleep in this morning, because I know I probably needed the break a little bit. So anyway, I love the idea of balance and just like a little bit each day. However, I also never know what's going to come up the next day. For example, I wouldn't know how I'd feel today. I didn't know if today would be a really stressful day at my full-time job, and I just wouldn't have the capacity to do what I wanted to do with Plan with Elise. So finding the time to get things done is part of, I think, why my time management skills have improved so much over the years, because my time is limited. I mean, everyone's time is limited. But working a full-time job and trying to do this is definitely tough. Now, I'm not saying this to just to talk about content. I know that most of the people who watch my videos are not content creators. I'm talking about it when it comes to our regular to-do lists and our lives. If I can stop myself from playing Words with Friends or scrolling on social media, or I don't know, doing something else that's taking me away from something I can check off my list, and instead using those little like fun things or procrastinating things as a reward, it helps to be more productive. So next time you find yourself with a big to-do list, try to tackle the list, even a couple things on the list. What I've been doing the last couple of weeks, we need the 10th, is taking a notepad. Let me show you. This is a Happy Planner notepad. And listing out everything that's in my brain. I just list it all out. And then I use dot markers to color code. Must do this week, could probably push to next week, and then definitely push to next week. And that's been really helpful because it's a way to organize my to-do list and know what has to take priority. I do the same thing at my full-time job. I'm a project manager at a digital marketing agency. So different things that I do at work are I coordinate with clients when we're doing new website builds. I help them update their website. I work with our team of developers and designers and copywriters for the new builds. I also work on our social media marketing. I am one of the front-facing people that handles our support desk when someone is having a challenge. So sometimes I troubleshoot email or set up like Google business profiles and all of that. And sometimes it feels like everything is urgent and there's never going to be enough hours in the day. So in my morning, usually around 10 o'clock, my day starts at 9, but around 10, I've dealt with enough of the fires to be able to say, okay, what has to get done today? And I kind of put times on my tasks and so that I can see them in order of like priority. And then I see if there's anything that I can delegate. I have a hard time delegating because I want it to be done right. And sometimes it feels like it takes longer to teach someone else how to do the thing, and you still don't know if it'll be done right, than just doing it myself. However, what I've learned is that if you spend the time teaching someone how to do something once, hopefully, or maybe, maybe it takes a couple of times in the future, that's not something that I'll have to do. So I know that this light blue doesn't really match, but I think it's cute and it's fine. It's not a color I would use a lot, so I'm fine using it here. Like a really good example of that is there's a thing at work. It's creating an email account for a client using a specific platform that they use. And every single time this client needs a new email address for someone on their team, it gets passed to me to do. And recently I was out, I don't know if it was when I was in Montreal or one day that I was out sick, and it didn't get done. And it was urgent. It was actually, they didn't need a new email address. They needed a password changed for someone who they had let go of. We need Friday. Oh, I kind of like that this is Patriot Day, and we also have sort of red, a little bit of red, white, and blue unintentionally here. So I'm like telling a story and forgetting what I'm doing here. The 12th. They needed a password changed for a team member who was no longer working at the company, and it didn't happen. And it was a problem. So yesterday, this client reached out again because they need a new email address, and the request was passed to me. And I said to the team, you know what? I'm going to create a little tutorial to show you how to do this. Let me know if you have any questions, but at least you can save this for the future and reference it and be able to do it on your own, because I shouldn't be the only person who knows how to do this. It's really simple. It's just like changing an email password or adding a new one. It's not a difficult, complicated thing. And the team member did have questions, and we did a little bit of troubleshooting together and worked through it. But all that said, the next time this client needs a new email address created, which could be next week, it could be in a month, my team member has the skills or the ability to reference what we talked about and see if they can do it themselves. And so being able to delegate is a really important part of my job, and it's something that it's taken me a very long time to do, and a little bit of like force from my boss, because he hasn't said it in a while, but in the past he would be like, you have to stop trying to do everything, you have to use our team. And it's just tough. So we were kind of talking, I got off on a little bit of a rabbit hole there, but I wanted to give you like a real life example of delegation and how it's tough for me. But even like growing up, I remember the housework being shared. Like my brother would set the table before dinner. I would clear the table after dinner. We would polish the furniture. On weekends, I remember like sweeping and mopping the kitchen floor. On Sundays, there was just, shared chores and housework. And so if you feel like housework is what's weighing you down and what's taking up so much of your time, if you have kids who are of age that they can do something like, bringing their own dishes to the sink or whatever that may look like, I think that it could be really helpful. Obviously, not everything that's on our to-do list can be delegated, right? Like if I think about my to-do list today, I have to empty my dishwasher. I live alone. There's no one else who can empty my dishwasher but me. So that's something that I have to do. Most of the housework is not something that I can delegate because I live by myself. But there are things that I can ask for help with. And I think that it's really important that we take the time to ask for help. Okay, I was using Boho Dreams Volume 2 here and just kind of playing around. These are more like leftover stickers from a couple of spreads that I've done, and I'm just sort of playing with the border here. I think that these are really fun, unique stickers, and they're kind of abstract, and they work well with something a little bit more random like this. So we are going to do September, Thursday and Friday. So let's do Thursday. I wish I had someone to empty the dishwasher. I hate emptying the dishwasher. I think because I sometimes like have a hard time reaching where things need to go, even though it's my kitchen and I set it up. I do have a step stool, but I don't like pulling the plates out. I think it's like the noise that they make and like stacking them on top of each other. I don't know. It's just one of those weird things that probably doesn't bother most people, but it bothers me. There's certain things with housework that I really don't like to do, and that is one of them. But I ran my dishwasher overnight, so it needs to be emptied. So we're gonna do Friday. I'm gonna try to go a little bit skinnier here so that I can fit the date as well. But I hear birds chirping outside. As much as I dislike birds, I do like when I can hear them outside and they're chirping, and it's just, as long as they're not interrupting a video, like really loudly. So I just kind of have this feeling right now like, okay, it's a nice quiet start to the day. I have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then it's a long weekend. So I'm feeling much calmer today than I was yesterday. And it feels nice. Hopefully it stays that way. And you know what? If it doesn't, if I open my laptop and work is insane or something crazy happens, the good news is I allowed myself to have a restful morning. And this is something I consider restful. Waking up at 8 and having work at 9. I made coffee. I brushed my teeth. I am still in my pajamas, so I'm not going to say that I got dressed. But my options were film this video or spend some time reading. And I decided that filming a video was going to be a better choice for me today, which means that after work today, I can read. So this is all new week. I like this. Ask yourself if what you're doing today is getting yourself closer to where you want to be tomorrow. Actually, I think I want to do wider quotes because we've got a lot of space here. So I will read after work today. I like this. You don't need the sun to make you shine. I know I just said I wanted to do a wider quote, but I'm changing my mind. I'm allowed to change my mind in my journal. We're going to put this right here. And then I like trust the timing of your life. I think that that's a good one. I will also link all the sticker books that I used in the task description. Oh my goodness, I'm getting into work mode. In the video description, if you are looking to purchase. Okay, now we are going to jump to Saturday, and I grabbed Caliplan's Caliplan's Fall Plaid and Pumpkins. This is from the Plaid and Pumpkins Calip fan box, and I feel like these stickers just kind of scream a fun fall mode if this is your style. So I really like this boo. I kind of want to save that, like this set, for a future spread. So I have these, and we're gonna kind of just make a little pumpkin scene down at the bottom. Now this sticker book also has date stickers, so I may actually not need to write in the dates. Oops. I made a mistake there. Okay, I gotta get this lined up nicely here so that it doesn't go over, because it's not as easy to cut those extra pages in a journal when you can't take the pages off the discs. Come on. I also really want to focus on gratitude in September. The box that this came in came with a gratitude journal that I have set up and ready to go, and I'm like excited for September to be here because I just want to start using it again. I think that I am so focused in the daily to-dos and get it done, and was talking to my friend Courtney last night about actual using our planners for making plans and mapping out projects and not just the daily to-dos, because it can be so easy to get wrapped up in the daily to-dos and forget to plan out for the future. And we're getting to that time of year where it's going to feel a little bit like a crunch of, okay, what were the things that we set up? What were the goals that we set in January? And then we only have, 4 months or less than 4 months, I guess, at the time of this video going live, to see what's left on that list, to see if there's still goals that you want to work on or want to accomplish, and see what's able to be accomplished. So we're definitely hitting that crunch time of year. Okay, we want September. I don't know that I need the days of the week here. I think that these are just going to be big enough that obviously when I open my journal, I'll know what day of the week it is. I also was doing weekend review for a while in my journal, but I think that I'm going to run out of space if I continue doing that. And I really need this journal to last the whole rest of the year. So I don't know that we're going to do weekend review. It's something I may bring back in October. I have to do some counting. Add to my list, count, so that I know. All right, we need September 14th and 15th. I'm gonna make sure that I have enough here. So September 14th. This kind of broke my rule of thirds, right? Clearly, I put stickers in more than a third of this, but weekends, I feel like is less about needing to journal and like with my thoughts, and it's more of like recapping what I did over the weekend. So I'm okay with that. September 15th. Okay, we are set. We have some pretty florals. We have some fruits and florals. We have boho dreams and some fun plaid pumpkins for, how did I get to 8 days? Wait a second. Oh no, look what I did. I used the wrong pages. Wait a second. 9, 10. Oh. How did this happen? I was talking too much. Okay, 9, 10, 11, 12. I messed up here. I feel like I need to put a disclaimer at the start of this video. 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I knew that there was something wrong. 13, 14. So now we'll get to Monday. So I got an extra day out of it. 13, 14. And then we need to fix these. These are stickers. So we don't need the 4. I was distracted. I always mess it up in this. I really do. It's just one of those things. I think I'm going to put a disclaimer at the start of the video because otherwise the comments are going to be filled with corrections. And I did figure it out. I usually figure it out. September 16th. Okay, well now we got through to Monday, so that's good. I just have to figure out what I'm going to do with these extra pages because I made that mistake. What I probably will do is I'll do a weekend review of the previous week, and then I'll do what I'd like this week to look like. So that just may be some private journaling time. So thank you for watching. I will link everything I used in the description of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed my rambling, and I'll see you soon.